Welcome to the door to my mind. I've been expecting you. After you. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes? Oh, I suppose you'd like a cookie too. Well, if you dare.
Wow! What's the matter? You look like you seen a ghost.
Hello? Are you okay? Well, I did dare you to try that cookie. Wow, you really went for a loop there. Happens every time. Pardon me? No, you just said something. What are you, a wise guy? You said happy hello. Not hello. You said happy Halloween. Who sent you here, and why would you say that? Oh, come on, you know. Like you don't know. Wise guy, eh? Happy Halloween. Like I'm supposed to feel great hearing that. You know it's not happy for me. Oh, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sure. The witch sent you here, didn't she? Oh, forget it. Perhaps you don't know. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, I guess really get touchy over the subject. Here, have another cookie, perhaps. Oh, perhaps not. Yeah. You know, I used to love Halloween. I can remember my very first Halloween in 1968. The year my dad shot himself in the head, supposedly. So just that same very month that he died, October 10th, we go trick-or-treating. It was a rainy night. I have a little red devil mask on, and I remember it very well. I'm carrying my paper shopping bag that I was going to use for trick-or-treating, and my mom tried to help me with it. I go, no, I'll do it myself, I said. I remember crossing the road, dragging the paper bag all along the ground, thinking, what could happen? And then it happened. As I'm dragging the bag across the road, it rips open, and my candy's all over the road. It was horrible. My very first Halloween turns into a nightmare. So you'd think my second Halloween ever in my life would be much better than my first experience, but no, it was actually worse. I'm now the age of 5. I'm in kindergarten, and then for some reason we all end up in a children's home. Yes, October 1969. Me, my brothers, and my sister are shoved into a children's home. Have no idea why. I remember they came to get us at the middle of the night. I'm wearing pajamas, holding my teddy bear. Off to a children's home we go. Why? I still have no clue to this day. But that's where we were. So I had to go to a new kindergarten, and I remember making applesauce and stuff like that. It was very strange, and going to this strange big children's home. It was quite scary. So yeah, kind of suitable for Halloween. Scary. It's Halloween day, and I'm walking to kindergarten, and I remember a teacher stopping me going, "Where's your costume?" I go, "I have none." So once I informed her I came from the children's home, she felt sorry for me and suited me up with a cape and a little mask. I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. So when darkness fell on Halloween, it was time to go trick-or-treating. In the children's home, people took us trick-or-treating. It was great. We got candy apples and all kinds of goodies. But you know, sure enough, happiness could not remain, could it? So when we get back to the children's home, what do? They take all our loot. We're going, what the fuck's this all about? Man. So they said, oh, don't worry, we're just going to hand it out and put it in your lunches every day when you go to school. So we're like, okay, cool. But you know, sure enough, that didn't happen. So when it came for them to hand out the candy, to put it in their lunch bags, they're handing out all the shit stuff. Suckers, peanuts, and all kinds of fucking crap. Where's the candy apples and the chocolate bars? They stole all our good stuff and just gave us the shit stuff. Yeah, great second Halloween that was. I just love this witch candle. Isn't it cool? I remember buying it. Pretty cool and original. Even someone tried to rip it off once. It was so cool. I got it back, luckily. You know, that was one thing about Halloween. I love the idea of witches flying in the air and ghosts. And I really believe that was true on Halloween. And I remember being really disappointed in finding out that, no, witches will not be flying around on Halloween night. Look at this guy. Wow, I've had him since I was very young. One of the times I got out of a children's home, my mom bought me this for comfort. Yeah, thanks for the scary clown. Excellent. My God. He used to have a hat, but he's still hanging in there. Can't believe I still got him. Pretty cute, eh? Little scared bunny in a bed, afraid of the ladybug crawling up. Another gift my mom gave me after being in a children's home. Common theme. Scared. I don't think it was intentional, but... Anyways, and this might be scary to you. I've had this guy since I was 3. His name's Tigger. And he used to look kind of attractive. Still kind of does to me, but I'm sure to you it's a scary sight, that's for sure. Most old toys, or people's old toys, are kind of scary in the attic, right? But I still got him. Still, it's kind of weird to think that I still had this toy that I had since I was 3, this little shrimpy kid. And I used to put my pajamas in the back here. You unzip his ass like that, and you shove your pajamas in the back. You're only lucky to stick a sock in there. Yeah, so that's Tigger. Had him for a long time. Ah, crap, it's empty. Wow. My mom's Vicks Vapor Rub, her as well as myself, like putting it under our nostrils at night. to sleep because it's a nice soothing smell. I like using mentholatum as well, but you know, this was her jar she used when she was alive, and I used it all and now it's empty. So it's very strange, very symbolic, you know, a horrible reminder, or another reminder that my mom has passed. And it's still very strange even saying that, or even acknowledging it. I remember when I was 8 or 9 at my mom's house and just being terrified all night, squeezing Mr. Tigger all night long, sweating because I could hear footsteps in the attic. I swear to God I heard footsteps walking slowly in the attic towards the attic door. And I was just petrified all night. I didn't want to move an inch. I was up all night holding this poor, strangling probably the poor stuffed tiger. And I was just soaked in sweat and fear. Those footsteps in the attic were real. They weren't my imagination. I wasn't dreaming. They were definite, slow footprints to the attic door. So when you hear bumps in the night, I hope you have a friend to keep you comfort. For this guy was with me all that night, thank God. You're still here. Very brave of you. I'm impressed. Why is Halloween troubling to me? Well, not that my first 2 Halloweens were horrible, had anything to do with it. A little bit. You know, it's a love-hate thing with me with Halloween. I love the imagery, the idea of ghosts and witches and ghouls in the night. But you know, they lied to us. They lied. How evil. There's no witches in the air. No ghosts. Not that we know anyways. Just like Christmas and Easter. All a lie. It's beyond evil. I kind of like it. So you just succumb to the fact that it's all just your imagination, perhaps. And you get dressed up and go trick-or-treating. You think that would drown our sorrows, right? No. Because there's sick people on Halloween night. Sick beyond evil. You go there in hopes of getting a chocolate bar, a candy apple. But no, what do they hand out? Fucking peanuts. Peanuts. Not just peanuts. They're in the shell. How disgustingly evil is that? Oh man, this trick-or-treating's got me really hungry. I'm gonna have a snack. Holy fuck. Some bastard put peanuts in a shell in my fucking trick-or-treat bag. Fuck them. How cruel and sick and evil. Peanuts in a shell. Unbelievable. So I see their jack-o'-lantern on their porch. Much like this guy. Look at the smile on his face. Probably enjoying the torment that we're getting when we're handed out peanuts. So every time I see this smug smile on a pumpkin, I want to kick its face in. And I do. Yes, I go around and smash the pumpkins when they're laughing at me. Hand out some chocolate bars. I don't smash your pumpkin. Hand me peanuts. Fucking crap like that. Suckers too. Your pumpkin's in for a hell of a night.
That's right, it's pumpkin smash time. No pumpkin is safe around the world, happy or evil. We're gonna smash their heads in, that's right. We know what you hand out for Halloween. Do you think we only wait till we go home? Oh no, we check right after. And if we find some shit in our bag, it's open season on your pumpkins. We're gonna smash them and no flickering evil face is gonna scare us. No, no, no. Smash away. It's gonna be carnage. Oh yeah. Just wait till the morning after Halloween. It's gonna be a bloodbath of pumpkins all over the street. Oh yeah, and your pumpkin who escaped our wrath, he will be jumping for joy, but not for long, because we're gonna turn him into a pie.
Pumpkin pie. This is gonna be great. Oh yeah, look at that. Man. Delicious. What? What are you looking at me for? Oh, that was your friend? Oops. You know, when Halloween came around, it was embarrassing yet again to be a Burk. Why? Because we never had a good costume. My mom would just give us a burlap sack to wear, cut out the armholes and the neck hole, and we'd put a burlap sack, a potato sack basically, and we'd walk around wearing that. And while everyone else in the neighborhood had great costumes, Frankenstein, ghosts, witches, and we're fucking burlap sack guys. Fuck. You know, a reoccurring nightmare I always had, amazingly, was that I missed Halloween. I'd be looking out the window or just thinking it's an average day, and then I'd see people trick-or-treating going, oh fuck, it's Halloween! I missed it! What the hell? That was really a dream I had. At least 5 times in my life I dreamt that. Pretty strange. Now, if you've been following along with all these Road to Rock episodes, which I hope you've been doing, in number 3, you may have seen me holding a clock like this. Notice anything about it? It's 9:11. That's the time on the clock. For some reason, I've been seeing 9/11 on clocks everywhere, on the computer, the bedtime clock. I just see it at the strangest moments, and I started seeing it around the time my ex-girlfriend Trish died. She died of a brain tumor, unfortunately, which is still crazy, at a young age of 33 years old. And she had 3 kids, pretty horrible. But I started seeing 911. And what are the odds of that? And I've been seeing it even to this day. I would wake up, look at the clock, and it says 911. The next time I look at it in the evening, 911. And sometimes I'll put the computer on, it'll be 911. It's not even remotely that time. So what the hell is this 911 reoccurrence? Is this, some claim that it's a spirit trying to message me or contact me, which is, it's who knows what the hell it is, but it seems way too coincidental. It's very strange. So exactly at the same time I started seeing 911 on clocks, I'm awoken at 5 in the morning by an eerie sound. I'm like, what's that sound? And it's exactly like this. And I'm like, there's no fucking way it can be that sound. Because the only place that sound comes from is from this. This Halloween tie. And it can't go off by itself. You have to push this button. It says press me. You push it to go on, push it to go off. And that's the only way to activate it. But something was pressing it. I didn't do it. No one else did it. It was doing it by itself. Is that possible? I don't fucking think so. Oddly enough, I pushed the button to try and make the tie make that sound, and it was like, the batteries were dead. So the next night, the tie goes off again, 5 in the morning, like it's brand new. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, what the hell is going on? So I took the little device out of the tie, set it on the table, and sure enough it would go off and on by itself whenever it wanted. But whenever I tried to physically press the device to go on and off, the batteries were completely dead. It was like, completely dead. So then the summer went by, no sound, and by the time the anniversary of her death came around, the damn thing goes off by itself again like it's brand fucking new. I was totally freaked. It's absolutely impossible for that to happen. I pushed it, completely dead, no sound. Something's making that go off. So I took it apart, and the only way I could make that tie device, sound device, go off the way it was supposed to, like a brand new sound, I took a key and bridged two parts, two little connections with a metal key. Then it went off by itself. So something invisible was acting like this metal key, making the tie go off. What the hell could that be? There has to be something to that. So not was I only seeing 911 all the time, the tie going off by itself. I heard the dog scratch on the door. If you watch the spring episode, number 5, I talk about using divining rods. And that's an absolutely true story. You have to see that episode, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I heard, my dogs are dead. They've passed. And there's still scratch marks on the basement door where my dog Megan would scratch the door to be let out to go to the washroom. We heard something scratch at the door exactly the way Megan would do it. The same loudness, everything. How's that fucking possible? Not, like, I don't understand this fucking extent. There's nothing in the damn house. The dog's spirit scratched on the door, or a spirit was pretending to be the dog. Was it Trish? I have no fucking idea. The experience with the divining rods claimed to be my dad. It's a long story. Go watch episode number 5 and you'll get all the details about that. So not only was that all going on, I would even hear one solid footstep on the floor above me. I was in the basement on the computer. In the living room floor, it'd be a solid footstep, and that'd be it. It was just like, and of course 5 in the morning. Like, what the hell's that? 3 to 5 in the morning. Always. And accompanying all this crazy stuff, on one day there was a very strong smell of must. It was never there before, and never came back again. It was not wet out, it wasn't rainy. Like, I thought it was so bad, the smell of must, I thought we needed repairs somewhere. But no, it just completely disappeared. What the hell was that? You can smell spirits? On 3 different occasions, I heard the basement door shut. I heard the front door shut. I go upstairs, and the door is already shut and locked. I asked everyone, did anyone come in the house? And this was like 3 in the morning or something, and they all said no. So, how do you hear a door shut that's already been shut and locked? I was awoken one afternoon too by hearing the door shut. The front door. And no one was there. No one was home. So, fuck. So this is all happening at my mom's house, just in case you're wondering. My girlfriend at the time, Kim, was sleeping in the big bedroom, and she was petrified all night because she saw a dark figure sitting in a chair beside the bed. And she said it was dark as night in the room, but the shadow was darker than night, and it had a fedora hat on. I told my brother that story, and he goes, oh, that makes sense. I go, why? And he goes, well, I saw many shadows walking into Mum's room when I was younger. Like, fuck, could have told me. One early morning, I was awoken by my mum screaming my name. She's going, Stephen! She thought I was standing at the end of her bed. I was in the other room sleeping. Turns out she saw a man standing at the end of her bed. She thought it was maybe me or somebody, but nobody else was there. What the hell did she see? You know, it's very quite possible that my mum's house was haunted. All of the crazy things happening, like I mentioned tonight, and I suggest you watch episode 5 if you haven't, to learn about the divining rod situation and other experiences, because way too many things happening just to be coincidental. And you know, I'm living at my mum's house, helping her remain in the family home because she never wanted to go to an old age home, and it was a promise I made to her. And you know, it was a sacrifice, but that's what you do, right? So we get a bill from the lawyer, and the amount was $666.36. What a fucking weird number. And then her taxes come in. She owed I swear to God, $666. What is that? You know, her two personalities were really starting to come out around that time. And she'd put her hand on my shoulder and say, "Oh, I can never repay you for all you're doing for me. I love you." And then she'd walk away going, "Bastard," or "I don't like you." I'm just like, what the hell is that? Like fucking crazy. I even took my mum to England, her lifelong dream. You can see a video of that in my YouTube collection of videos. Just search through my videos and you'll find that. UK with my mum, whatever, 2008, something like that. And, you know, you'd buy her clothes that she was all excited about having, and then she'd throw them in the garbage. How weird is that? One side of her liked it, the other side didn't. It was crazy. And she loved England. And so I cut the hedge at our house like a top of a castle. You know, right? Like this. And it looked very cool, and she loved it. And then she saw it another day going, "Oh, it looks like England," and had it all cut off. So she had some definite mental problems, that's for sure. Man, I still got this album. Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. Man, what a great collection of tunes, and what a great soundtrack for Halloween. Great. And look at the creepy inside picture. This used to scare the shit out of me when I opened that up. Look at that. Corpse holding a cross. Yeah, that's nice to look at when you're a kid. Holy shit. You know, I used to love the song Fairies Wear Boots. What a great tune. What a great groove. And just lyrics. That's such a great imagery. And I used to fantasize and wish that fairies and elves and dwarves were real too. I used to go in the woods and make little stick houses, hoping I would fool people into thinking that elves were real, or fairies, or whatever the hell they were. That was fun. You know, if only they were real, eh? Oh well. Oh man, I've been going everywhere. I can't find this road to rock anywhere. Unbelievable. Hold still, hold still. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, what's that sound? Oh. No way. That can't be real. Could that be a... It's too low to be a birdhouse. Could it really be an elf house? Holy shit! Elves are real! Hey! Hey, don't run away! Where'd he go? Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you! Man, where'd he go? Ah, there he is! Are you okay? No, 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 please don't! I know you're gonna eat me! No! I'm not gonna eat you! What the hell? I see the look in your eyes. I don't taste very good. I'm skinny. I'm no good. Elves are not on my menu. Don't worry about that. Are you sure? I just want to know where the road to rock is. Perhaps you know. The road to rock? Oh, there is no road to rock. You missed that boat a long time ago, buddy. Yeah, I keep hearing that. Oh, you're gonna have to pardon me. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I gotta catch some caterpillars. I gotta eat. See you later. Okay. Thanks anyways. See you, little guy. Wow, a real live elf. Holy shit. Bye. crap, you scared the hell out of me. What the hell are you doing, Impetigo?
At it again, eh? Can never leave the knives alone. We've been watching too many serial killer documentaries. That's it. Give me that knife now.
Give me that. Unbelievable. Impetigo, man. By the way, this is Impetigo, the clown. That's his name. Impetigo was a rash that I had on my mouth. You can look it up. And it looks like he has a rash around his mouth, so I called him Impetigo. And he's a real fucking imp, I'll tell you that. Trying to kill me again. Lately we've been watching documentaries on serial killers for the past week. Right before bedtime. That's great. So this guy thinks he's a serial killer. No, not serial killer. Serial killer, you know, not with a C, with an S. Man, holy shit. Speaking of serial killers, I may have been abducted and possibly murdered quite a few times when I was younger. I was about 10 to 12 years old. At the family home, nobody was home but me. Very strange. And a man was working on a window in our family room. And he was quite talkative, and he was done all his work. And I thought it was kind of strange that he didn't leave. He just wanted to keep talking. So even at a young age, I thought that was kind of strange. And then he goes, would you like to go up to the local Red Grill, which is like our family restaurant, to get something to eat? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, that'd be great. I go, well, I gotta call my mom. And as I'm walking towards the phone, he goes, no. No? I go, no, I have to. Not cluing in. So I call my mom, and I go, oh, this man here wants to take me to the Red Grill. I want to go. And she's like, no, you can't. And I'm just thinking she's just being a bitch. But she's just freaking out, obviously. And I'm like, come on, I want to go. Come on, come on. And you imagine being the mother on the other end of the phone, feeling quite helpless, and your stupid son's going, come on, I want to go with the fucking stranger to the restaurant. And the fact that he said no, I probably wouldn't have ended up at the restaurant. I would have ended up somewhere a lot darker and sinister, most likely. Now, if you watch my other episodes, I mentioned this story, but I'll say it again. I came home from school. I'm around the same age, odd, and we left the basement door open, which is fucking insane. No one was home, but that was how I got in. So I walk in, and I hear footsteps walking in the kitchen towards the basement door, like adult-type shoes. And it was obvious footprints. And I'm like, who's there? Who's there? And luckily I was smart enough, and I ran out of the house, ran into the field, like out of the backyard into the field, got a neighborhood friend, and said, there's someone in the house, someone in the house. So we both went into the house, and then there was nobody there. So I figured maybe I was imagining anything, but as I think of it now, the guy had ample time to escape. So who the hell was in the house? That worker who was working on the window? Someone else? It was somebody. Now, if you've been following along with all these episodes, and watched episode 1, I believe it is, I mentioned a name, Glenn Fryer. He was suspected of murdering a lady, stabbing her multiple times, and possibly other people as well. Now this guy used to drive by our house all the time. He never lived near our area. Was he driving by our house? And my mom knew what his car looked like. I don't know how she knew that. And every time it would drive by, she'd say, don't ever go near that car. There's a torn sticker on the side of the door. So we didn't. And this guy even called our house once when we had a maid working for us. And her daughter was suspected of being murdered by this guy. So what the hell is that all about? So one cold winter morning, my mom and I are riding our bikes, which is fucking weird, to find a hockey arena, because I'm going to play hockey. So I'm about, what, 10 years old perhaps, in full hockey gear riding a bike. What a fucking idiot. But that's what I did. Anyways, she's wondering where the arena is, which I find weird since she's the adult. And en route, 6 a.m. in the morning, we see a car parked on the side of the road. A white sedan, torn sticker with the window rolled down and a man is reading a newspaper. So my mom oddly tells me to go up to the car and ask directions to the arena. Why wouldn't she ask? She's the adult. Even if he told me, I wouldn't know what he's talking about. I'm just a kid. So I find that strange. Here I am, leaning on the car window, because it's open, and I ask the man, do you know where the arena is? And he pulls his newspaper down like this. And turns his head slowly with the evil grin, I swear to God. And then my mom says, oh, forget it, get away from there. I always assume me. And we went away and we realized it was Glenn Fryer. What the fuck's he doing parked on the road en route to the arena that we're going? He doesn't live in that area. Did he know we were going to be on that route? Was he tipped off? Why did my mom ask me to go to the car window and not her? I find that strange. Very suspicious. Many times during the 70s, we had people looking in our window with flashlights in the middle of the night. And sometimes we see footprints in the snow. Once it was a lady's and a man's footprints in the snow, and it led to the backyard, out into the field. Who the fuck was creeping around our house? Another incident. I'm 16 years old. I just got out of summer school, ready to take the bus home. It's raining, and a man drives by, driving the opposite direction, pulled into a laneway and stopped and said, hey, do you want to ride? I'm like, yeah, fuck, what a nice guy, this is great. Fuck, am I stupid. So I get in the car. We're driving towards downtown London, Ontario, where I'm from, Canada. And he's talking, saying, oh, do you ever do drugs? I go, oh yeah, I've tried this and that. You know, some weed, some acid. Not a lot, but I have. Then he goes, oh, would you be into having a guy get you off? Or have you ever had a guy get you off? And I'm like, off on what? Because I'm fucking stupid. I'm thinking he's talking about drugs. He goes, so he laughs and goes, no, I'd love to give you a blowjob or something like that. And I'm like, no thank you. Now I was being polite. And then he goes, oh, would you do it for a price? I go, no thank you. So lucky it was a red light. I got out of the frickin' car. And holy shit. What if I did do drugs and went back to his place? I could very well not be here today. Amazingly, I had good instincts and just to keep calm and be polite. You know, any other scenario, maybe things would have been different. When I got out of the car and I looked back to his car, I seen his right arm do this gesture. What was he saying to himself? Why did I let him go? I should have grabbed him. Or, fuck, you know what I mean? Should have locked the door. Who knows, but fuck. Damn glad I got out of that car. Another time, I'm going to take guitar lessons. And I see a big white Cadillac with a short little fat guy driving it with dark hair. Looks just like my grade 6 teacher. Same car, same build, same hair, everything. So I run over to the car going, hey, how's it going? And then I realize it wasn't him. And then he goes, oh, I thought you were my friend. My friend who always comes over and watches pornos. And I'm going, well, that's what guys do, I guess. Maybe. And then he goes, he had a dick this big. And I'm like, that's not normal. Holy fuck. So off he went, thank God. Holy fuck, what the hell was that? So unbelievably, I fall for it again. I'm going to get a Triumph ticket for the Allied Forces tour. And I see the same car, the same guy. I think it's my fucking teacher, Mr. Cook. I walk up, I go, oh fuck, it's that guy again. And same thing. He goes, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to get a Triumph ticket. Why I needed to tell him, I don't know. He goes, well, would you like a ride? And I'm like, no, it's just a block away. And he goes, well, I'll give you a ride anyways. Yeah, a block away. You want to give me a ride? Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't have ended up at the record store to get a ticket. Would have ended up in a fucking field somewhere. So it's amazing, after all the times they taught you in school, don't talk to strangers, don't go to strange cars. And here I am, I fucking did it. It's fucking crazy. Because they failed to tell you that these people seem very normal. They act normal. They look normal. They don't look like a creep. So that's what fucking sucks you in. And that's the scary thing. Look at all the serial killers. They all talk normal. They're smart. They look normal. They're charming. And that's how they're able to kill. You know, London, Ontario, Canada, where I'm born and raised, was the murder capital of the world during late 60s, early 70s. A lot of murders, pedophiles, and fucking freaks roaming in and out of London, Ontario. Pretty crazy. I remember in grade 1 and 2, they'd make us draw pictures of, because they're promoting a block parent program where you could run to if some stranger comes up to you in a car. Can you imagine they had to have the need to teach kids if a man comes up to you in a car and offers you candy, run like fucking hell and find a house with a block parent sign in the window. So we used to draw these pictures of a car driving along with a creep offering candy and the kid running like hell. Nice painting, nice project for kids, eh? Holy shit, it must have been pretty serious back then for them to have to do that. But they should have made, I guess they couldn't say it, but they never mentioned what the guy would do once he got a hold of you. They just said if he offers you candy, run. We didn't know that the guy's gonna fucking rip your clothes off and rape you and then cut your fucking head off. That might have helped a bit more though in keeping us from going near the cars, like myself. Oddly enough, while filming this segment, I get interrupted by a commotion outside. I look outside, there's a fucking SWAT team with guns and shields, and there's about 10 of them. The road's closed off. They're throwing concussion grenades at the house. On the loudspeaker saying, "Kenny Morrison, come outside, we've got a warrant for your arrest." And I'm thinking it's just for drugs or something, but no. He's wanted for first-degree murder and forcible confinement. How odd is that since we're talking about this? Check out this footage.
Kenny, we have a warrant for your arrest. That's the door with your hands up and empty now.
They got a warrant for their arrest, he said. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we call them by names. Still got the guns at the house.
Oh, he closed the door.
Who, the owner?
Yeah, the older guy.
Now all this talk of murderers and serial killers, I realize I've been a victim of a psycho. I was stabbed in the stomach. Horrifying experience. That was definitely something I did not need to go through in my life, but unfortunately, I went out with a girl who had a crazy drug addict psycho son. Yeah, that was just great. And I moved into their place out of horrible circumstances, what I'll get into later in another episode. But total nightmare. Her son was a total drug addict since age 12. And the girl I dated, Kim Najawan, she allowed him to smoke weed at age 12. Fuck girls he didn't know. Let him skip school. So she's very much to blame for his behavior, that is for sure. In and out of jail his whole life. So here I am living in this house, absolutely crazy. I'm not used to this kind of shit. I come from a good neighborhood. Did I have to go to this fucking hell? Unreal. Now her son, Ben Martell, always bragged about stabbing people. He would stab the furniture, stab wood. There was knives hidden everywhere in the couch cushions, outside in the bushes, in the ground. I remember him saying, "Oh, I stabbed many people. If he says if the cops ever show up, I'll stab them all." He has an obsession with stabbing. Like, this is not fucking normal. So Ben Martell has spent most of his youth in and out of jail for various crimes, and now he's an adult. Kim, his mother, is now obsessed with keeping him out of jail, which is understandable. So it's May 24 weekend. I'm making a shed. First time ever. And doing quite a good job. And Ben came out during this saying, "Thanks a lot, Steve," in a sarcastic manner. I had no idea what he meant, so I just kept on working. And then Kim wanted to go see a solar eclipse that day at 7 o'clock p.m., and she wanted to go to some mountain, like a big hill, to witness it. Go up on this mountain and witness it. So I bring my tools in, and as I'm walking in, Ben is holding Kim's phone, keeping it from her. Nothing unusual. Always happens. Well, the only unusual thing is that he wouldn't give it back to her. He usually would. But now he doesn't want to. And then he has a knife. And she's saying, "Get away from Stephen. We're at the top of the stairs, the basement stairs. I'm about to go down to take the tools downstairs." So I thought it was odd that she'd say that. And then I walk down the stairs. He comes down after me, not after me, but behind me. And I'm just thinking he's goofing around, taunting his mother, just for something to do, for shits and giggles. So I go into my room, put the tools away, and she's at the door. I actually forgot this. Totally got blocked out after what happened. I do remember she was trying to get the knife from him at the doorway where I was putting the tools. She's going, "Get away from Stephen." Like, why would she even think he's going to do something to me unless she had some previous knowledge? I thought that was very strange. So he's waving the knife around, trying to get it away from her, from grabbing it. And I remember saying, "Knock it off, you're going to hurt her." And I don't want him looking in this room because he likes to steal everything. So I'm walking towards the room to get them out of the doorway so he can't be scouting out the room for what to rip me off of. And as I'm walking towards the door, I feel a poke in my stomach. So I thought he poked me. That's what it felt like, someone poking you with a finger. And I look down and I see a knife in his left hand. And I soon realized I was stabbed. But I really didn't think it was going to be anything. I thought a slight mark because it was just a weird poking feeling. And so I'm walking backwards in shock. And I trip over my guitar amp, luckily. And I fall over, so he probably thought he did more damage than what he did. And but he's standing in the doorway like this. And when he stabbed me, he made a growling sound. He's like, "Rrr." And then, so obviously a deliberate thing that he did, not an accident. So he's standing at the doorway with a look on his face with a grin as if to come in and do more or run. So for some reason he decided to run up the stairs. So luckily he chose to run out of the room and up the stairs instead of coming in to do some more. And he's yelling at his girlfriend at the time, "We gotta get out of here, they're trying to frame us." Whatever the hell that was all about. And I'm telling Kim, Kim came into the room. I go, "He stabbed me." And she's like, "No he didn't," in disbelief. And I had my hand over my stomach, just in case. And then as time went on, I moved my hand, and just like a horror movie, the blood's all coagulated on my hand, and my shirt's soaked, my shorts are soaked, and it's dripping on the floor. I'm going, "You better call an ambulance or something now." So she says, "Oh, I can't call, because he smashed the phone." She says he smashed the phone, which turned out to be a lie. Then she was asking me for my cell phone, and I'm like, "Fuck that, I'm calling myself. Something's fishy going on here." So I called, and then the cops show up and everything else. And I remember her screaming upstairs before the cops showing up, going, "Ben! Ben!" Because I don't know what the hell he was doing. Well, she said he had a knife against his throat, but she had some suspicious marks on her back because I don't know, there was a big commotion upstairs. So he was doing something up there. And he actually came running down the stairs again to do some more stabbing. "Oh, I'm going to go downstairs." And so Kim yells at me. I slam the door and lock it shut. So yeah, this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. This was a planned event. Yeah, how fucking nice. And she writes it off as, "Oh, he was just drug-induced." But no, I don't think he wanted me to get out of the picture because he's got some psychotic thoughts. Because even a few days before this happened, he looks at me while I'm eating a steak and goes, "How do you like the liquid plumber on the steak?" Like, that's fucked. So luckily the ambulance and police show up and take me away to the hospital. And amazingly, Kim comes in. She doesn't say, oh, are you okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. No, 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 no. She goes, I hope he didn't tell the police he did it on purpose. This is all she could think of, because she's obsessed with keeping him out of jail. How fucking nice. Unbelievable. You know, shocking for a mother to deal with that too, right? You're going to be in denial, because that's obviously shocking. But she knew he was going to do something, or why would she keep saying, oh, get away from Stephen? How odd, right? Were they both in on it? Were they planning on taking me up to the mountain to see the solar eclipse and stab me and say some random guy ran by and stabbed me, then they can steal all my shit and get rid of me out of the picture? That's very possible. I suspect. You never know what the hell people are capable of. You know, fuck, she took a knife to my bike tires, stabbed them both. Kim did. And blamed it on my 80-year-old mother. Oh, I saw your mother standing on the lawnmower with a knife. Yeah, fucking right. I don't fucking think so. Because Kim was just mad recently that I took off on my bike when she was coming over. So, coincidence? I don't think so. So you would think that would be the worst of it. No, actually not. The way Kim treated me after her son going to jail where he should go to fucking jail, and they only gave him a lousy 6 months at that. She treated me like shit because he went to jail. Can you imagine that? Blaming me and not her son. That's fucking psychotic and demented. And so fucking hurtful. Unbelievable. And she'd tell people, oh, it wasn't that bad. And she'd even say it to my face. Oh, your injury wasn't that bad. Bullshit. It was 2 inches in. And even when I do sit-ups or do certain movements, I still feel pain. It damaged the muscle in my stomach. And it looks like I got a fucking second belly button. I'm stuck with that goddamn reminder for the rest of my life whenever I take my shirt off. Check out this picture. I have 2 belly buttons. Thanks, Ben. That was fucking nice. Unreal. Yeah, so she treats me like shit because he goes to jail. When I had to go back to the hospital to get my injuries checked on, she never offered to drive. I had to fucking walk. She even told people that I stabbed myself so they wouldn't think bad of her son. There's no words to describe this shit. Yeah, happy Halloween. So the knife that was used when I was stabbed, just like this knife. Not this one, but just like it. Look at the size of the blade. If he was any closer to me, I could very well not be here today. Unreal. Imagine trying to shove that into someone's stomach. That's not fun and games. That's intent on doing major harm. Or killing. Fuck you, asshole. Oh well, might as well carve this pumpkin with it. You know, luckily Kim and her son moved up north to Sudbury. Man, what a blessing that was. She thought that would get him off drugs and clean up his life. Nope. Still being arrested, still doing drugs. You know, she always talks about karma. Man, has she gotten her karma. Already got kicked out of one place. Life has gone to shit. Lost her job. Crashed her car from a drunk driver, which is not cool. And all kinds of shit, yeah. Karma is definitely partaking. For the right people. Anyway, back to Mr. Not too good karma for this pumpkin here either. Well, here's a little trick for you. instead of just making a lid, and you know it's hell trying to get the candle in, make a lid like so. Ta-da! Sneak the candle in, very easy right there. Pretty cool, eh? My invention. Ah, there, I just cleaned out the inside, dumped all the guts on the neighbor's lawn. Trick or treat. Anyways, now for the face. What kind of face should I make? You know, sometimes I'd be down to the wire. I hadn't got the pumpkin carved and kids are coming down the street trick-or-treating. It's like, holy fuck, carve the pumpkin. So you just make whatever you fucking want right away. Get a serrated knife. Gonna use this knife now, my mom's bread knife. Start cutting away. Just go for a generic face. Pardon me, sorry for interrupting. I just thought I'd let you know that my best and most favorite Halloween ever in my life was in 1986 to see David Lee Roth in Toronto, Maple Leaf Gardens. David Lee Roth and his band were on fire. Girls were all dressed up as slutty witches and nurses and devils and all kinds of stuff. It was fucking amazing. Anyways, just thought I'd let you know. Back to your show. There you go. Ta-da! Instant pumpkin. Jack-lantern now. Now for the fun part, putting in the candle. You know, you can use a pumpkin spice candle, or you can sprinkle some cinnamon, allspice, whatever, inside the pumpkin for a scent. So here we go. Stick in the candle to Mr. Pumpkin. There you go. There, candle's all lit. Stick the lid back on and there you go. Jack-o'-lantern is born. Gotta love him. How do you like my new friend I created? Mr. Jack-o'-lantern. I did a great job. Fantastic job, I must say. So good, I think it'll even make the devil happy. Happy Halloween! Wow, wasn't that something? Quite the birthday party. You know, I'm impressed. You've been here all night. You didn't run scared once. It's getting late. I've enjoyed your company. Very impressed that you didn't run off scared. Perhaps I'm losing my touch. You look like you're getting tired. You better leave, I must say. For I must get my sleep too. For Halloween is around the corner. Yes, it's going to be a long, fun, devilish night. It's going to be so fun, the devil will be dancing all night. And what will he be dancing to? My song, of course. The Devil's Dance. So get on your dancing shoes. Check out my video now. And I'll see you on the next episode. Trick or treat. And good night. Happy Halloween.
I'm alone again. Jesus round, think I need a friend. We should burn out tonight. Buckle up, it's time to sin. Loosen my nails with a bottle of gin. Feeling good, time is right. To the dead, learn to dance and take a chance. To the dead, devil's dance. Woo! Devil's dance. He's looking for romance. Walking stuck, it's the witching hour. Full moon's bride, infused with power. They light on feet, corn burn hot. Feeling in some trouble tonight. Heading to a party, hope to start a fight. In a cage of flame, it's all they got. To the dead, turn the steps and take a chance. Take a chance, devil's dance. Devil's dance. Each one is our romance.
Ha 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 ha.